Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Laurel High School for your 302 Saturday Henlip Conference Special. I'm Benny Mitchell, and with me today is Dan Messina, and we are here for the Laurel Homecoming, and the Laurel Bulldogs. They're going to welcome back their 1986, 1987 back-to-back state championship teams coming back home to Bulldog Country. And they take on today the Indian River Indians. And Dan, this game here, one of these exciting Southern Division matchups. We haven't done a lot of South. We did Lake Forest, Lake Forest and Woodbridge last night. But tonight we have, or today, a rare noon kickoff in the Henlip Conference. We have Indian River and Laurel. And your thoughts coming into this game of 1-5 Indian River, 2-4 Laurel. But these are two teams that both have young squads and getting ready to get after it. Yeah, they're two young teams fighting it out, and looking forward to next year. You're looking at guys to, how to make the impact for next season and sticking it out. I think we're in for a pretty good game. They're pretty evenly matched. Well, last year we came down here, and we did the Woodbridge, who was looking for the dream season last year. They ended up getting it 13-0. They win the state title, but they trailed most of the game down here last year, 7-0. They come back and win it 10-7 on a long touchdown pass to Mike Brewer from Troy Haynes. And so Laurel, when they get in front of the big home crowd, they can get busy, and they're going to be looking to do that today. So talking a little bit before the game, went down and talked to Coach Philip Townsend, and they're on tough times. They're a young team. Obviously, some kids are not happy, and he said, throughout the week, he has 10 players who were either kicked off or quit, and he's still upbeat. I guess in his thought, he really didn't need those guys. And he needs the commitment, and what he's bringing out here today are his committed players. And you've been on some of these long seasons like this, and talk a little bit about how, as a coach, sometimes you have to make those changes. It's that 10-80-10 rule where you're looking at you got 10% that is really good, you got 10% that's going to try to bring, and you hope that 80% goes towards the 10 that are going to keep this team afloat, and that's the struggle as a coach to try to do that. But at some point you just feel good about cutting loose some guys that are the dredgers. And some of them cut themselves loose. Yeah, they cut themselves loose. They do you a favor. So and you can kind of get these guys and start moving in the direction you want your team to go. Big change today for the Indian River Indians. Jalen Sneed will not be playing quarterback. Ian Shaner will take over at quarterback today, and when I talked to Coach Phil Townsend before the game, he says, bringing Shaner in, without Shaner, he has 3 weapons. He brings in Shaner at quarterback, moves Sneed to a receiver. He has 4 weapons now. So this might be the pickup point for Indian River this year. Yeah, now we'll keep our eye out for the double pass, because now you have another quarterback out on the field, and we'll see how they utilize the 2 quarterbacks on the field today. And talking to Coach Estenanis, everything's going as planned all year. He says that his big fullback linebacker Mike Handy will not be playing today, so that could be trouble for the Bulldogs, not having a big guy like Handy, who I came down here last year. He was player of the game of one of our games last year. Talk about losing a big body like Mike Handy. Yeah, your go-to guy. He's a workhorse, and it's always tough when you lose your workhorse. But again, next guy up, giving another guy an opportunity here to show what he can do and carry the load here. So I don't know if the discipline dog got out this week or what, but we got a lot of guys that normally would be on the field that are not going to be on the field for both teams today. And a little interesting twist to today's game, when they bring out the 1987 86 state champs, their coach is going to be standing on the other sideline. Mike Norton was the coach of those two teams, left for Indian River right around 1990-91, and he's going to be on the far sideline. He was at the homecoming breakfast this morning. Got a chance to talk to him. Estenanis got up and said, last year he played a great game, but we didn't get a win. Today we're hoping to get the win. Sorry, Coach Norton. And Mike Norton was like, hey, you got to do what you got to do. But, talk about that guy being kind of like one of the legends here at Laurel. Mike Norton came here from Sussex Central back in the mid-'80s and won a couple state titles, played in 3 straight championship games, and today he's going to be honored, and then he's going to put his green shirt on and go on the other sideline. Yeah, it's always kind of it's odd for the fans to see him, when he goes to put that green shirt on. They'll be cheering him for about 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden it'll turn right around and be booing him. Folks, we're on the Sodell Concepts pregame show from Laurel, Delaware. It's myself and Dan Messina. We'll be right back after a couple commercial timeouts.
Scott Camera of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Camp. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare in a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day, year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day, year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm
And welcome back. There's our singing umpire along with the Laurel Band, Mike McCrae. And folks, let's get to our Green Blade Irrigation and Turf Care Turf Report. We're going to have a 1 o'clock kickoff. We're playing on Bermuda grass, 76 degrees at kickoff. Sunny. Going to be winds, 4 mile an hour east winds, 34% humidity. And, Dan, it's hot down there.
It is hot. It was hot down on the field.
Doesn't seem like an October game.
This is not a late October game at all. The trees are still green.
At the end of tonight's game, we will pick a Louis Pizza player of the game. Louis Pizza player of the game. Last time we were here in Laurel, Ramir DeShields was our player of the game. He had a big touchdowns on both sides of the ball. Louis Pizza player of the game. That'll be coming up at the end of the game in our post-game show. Barclays Heating and Air brings you the scoreboard tonight. They are the sponsor of the scoreboard. Barclays Heating and Air out of Smyrna, Delaware. Delaware Self-Defense Academy. Royce Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. That's Ronnie Weiss, and we'll get to see when we play their commercial. Nothing like coming off a big play and watching Ronnie Weiss choke some people out before the day is over. So, and always brought to you by Soto Concepts, and we're on the Soto Concepts pregame show. Benny Mitchell with Dan Messina. Folks, we're going to cut away as they introduce the 1986 Laurel Bulldogs. Correction, 1987. Waiting the pregame ceremonies. We'll hold up here. They're going to introduce the guys that made it back here for the 87 state champs, and let's show you a picture of the old guys. There they are, the 1987 Laurel Bulldogs, back-to-back Division II state champions. Dan, a little interesting thing about this game. You can find another year where there was a state championship team that won a title and only scored 14 points in the entire tournament.
Wow.
Laurel Bulldogs. They beat in the semifinals. They beat of all teams Indian River, 7-0 at Indian River. Laurel they got in on criteria to make the fourth team of the at-large team, and then beat Indian River 7-0. And then they went up to Smyrna High School where they beat a highly #1 ranked, not #1 ranked in Division II, #1 ranked in the state Archmere team. They beat them 7-2 on one of the windiest, coldest days I've ever seen a football game. Laurel Bulldogs, they scored 14 points in the entire tournament and won a state title. 1987 Laurel Bulldogs. And there's the team that did it before them, the 1986 Laurel Bulldogs, Laurel's first ever state championship team. And last year we had Danny Alvarez up here, who was the quarterback and the kicker on that team. And Dan, he talked about how being a part of a state championship team, he says, 30 years later, it's like a fraternity.
Absolutely.
You're a part of something.
Absolutely.
And as we said, the goal of all high school teams, hang those banners. And there they are, the 1986 and 87 Laurel High School football state championship banners. Not a state championship type season going on right now, 2-4, but second-year coach Eston Ennis is getting it done. So, folks, we're going to cut away to the announcer for the introduction of the 87 champs.
From the back-to-back 86-87 football Division II state championships. I'll be announcing them as they come out of the Bulldog. First, we have Eric Stansel. Roger Baker. Chris Murphy. Roger Kozlowski. Chuck Harrington. Dean Culver. Bill Spider Thompson. Clint Bredbanner. Peter Elliott.
Gary Elliott and the opening kickoff of the state championship game. You talk about running downfield and separating ball from ball carrier, turnover, and it just got the game.
Clay West. Our superintendent, Sean Larimore. The man who shares my birthday with me, Alan Davis. Mike Allen. Now we get to the coaches. Assistant Coach Chester Davis. Assistant Coach Vic Heradian. Assistant Coach Paul Comax. And our head coach, Mike Norton. Also, in the stripes today, working the game today, is 87 team member Kenny Hastings. All right, let's have one more round of applause for the 86-87.
So there they are, the 86-87 Laurel State Championship team. Mike Norton, the head coach, got that red shirt on, but I imagine he's going to jump in the phone booth, change in the green, and get back on the other side for the Indian River Indians. Mike Norton, 2 state titles, and he didn't even make it through the tunnel. Look at that, he's on his way over there to put the shirt on. So congratulations to the 86-87 Laurel Bulldogs state champs. But folks, it's about game time. We're going to take one more commercial break, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff.
Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon.
Welcome back, folks. The Laurel High School, the Laurel Bulldogs, and the Indian River Indians about to get it on in a big Henlippen Conference Southern Division matchup. I want to take a minute here to thank last minute Phil and Gabe to Graffenried, a Laurel student here, Laurel wrestler. In my time of need, he came up and took over the camera as we had a family emergency. Normally the camera is my wife or my son. We had a family emergency and called head coach Jesse Glandon, the head wrestling coach here. So, my man, can you do me a favor? And about a half hour later, Gabe was knocking on my door. You'll see Gabe DeGavin-Reed this year. He'll be hitting the mat. What weight, Gabe? He's going to be hitting the mat at 145. We'll be seeing some Laurel wrestling in action. Last year, this was one of the hardest names for me to announce during a wrestling match. But he broke it down for me. Gabe DeGraffenreid, I want to thank you, Gabe, and for helping us out here today. Special kind of young man to come up here and lead the homecoming festivities to help out somebody. I really appreciate that, and so does 302 Sports. So what do you think here, Dan, going into this game? I think you have to favor the Bulldogs to win this thing, but lots of times the Bulldogs could be ripe, and the Indians just might want to play loose and free and get after it.
Yeah, both teams, nothing to lose. Everything's on the table. We'll see. But the Bulldogs, they're at home. and in front of the home crowd, in front of the former state champs. You know, they want to do well, and that sometimes can put a little pressure on them too.
Right.
So you know.
I'm looking at the, as you see, that is the coaching staff and former the 87 championship team, the honorary captains here for the Bulldogs. And, geez, Phil Thompson looks like he could still play. There you see him in the black hat and the dark blue shirt. He was a pulling guard out of that wing tee offense and a defensive end. Clint Bredbenner, all-state defensive end, along with Sean Larimore, two-way all-stater, fullback and defensive tackle for the Bulldogs.
A couple of guys out there look like they could still suit up and come out of the tunnel.
Absolutely. Our score clock brought to you today. I keep saying that. I'm used to night. Barclays Heating and Air. It brings you the scoreboard. Barclays Heating and Air in Smyrna, Delaware.
Looks like Laurel's going to take the ball first.
Laurel will receive. And they'll be going from left to right. Laurel in the red helmets, red jerseys, white pants. Indian River, gold pants, white jerseys, forest green helmets. So I think Indian River, you know, if they're kicking off, they want to come out here. They want to show we're ready to play. They want to get a stop.
I agree. They're going to, you know, 3 and out, get the ball. Don't get this crowd fired up early.
Right, take the crowd out of the game.
Absolutely.
So the ball's teed up, folks. We're ready for some Henley Conference Southern Division football. The Indian River Indians and the Laurel Bulldogs. It's a minor rivalry. It's a long-time game. Been playing for many, many years. And here we go. Toe hit, and it bounces around, taken by number 5, and it's going to be down. Where the Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. That was number 5, Connor Ellingsworth, on the recovery.
IR has some faith in their defense. I always say that when you see them squib kick, they got to have some faith in the defense.
1st and 10 for the Laurel Bulldogs. Under center, the quarterback sophomore, number 4, Dalton Purdue. And it's going to be up the middle with number 32, Anthony Smith, freshman, gets the first carry of the game on homecoming. Pick up of about 8 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
You know, you're a Laurel fan. You got to like that when you got a lot of young guys. That means the future's bright. You know, it's only going up from here.
2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs. Purdue under center. Single back in the backfield. And it's going to be a 2nd man through, number 6, Kayvon Williams. And he's got the 1st down and more. And it's going to bring up a 1st down at close to midfield.
Somebody ran out of their shoe. 79 for Laurel. Ran right out of his shoe.
Right. 1st down for the Dogs. Ready to play whistle. At their own 49-yard line, the Laurel Bulldogs, they want to strike first.
And not really what IR wanted here, I think.
Now 1st down on 2 plays.
Yep.
There come the Bulldogs somehow. Single back in the backfield. They're loaded to the right side with a wing and a slot. They're split to the far side. And it's going to be a handoff again to number 32, Smith. And he carries for about another 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and short. And that's kind of what Laurel wants, both teams. Short and manageable, 2nd and manageable, 3rd and manageable.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's going to call a 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs at the Indian River 44-yard line. Double wing formation, 2 splits. And it's going to be again Smith, but this time he's caught in the backfield. Number 39 on the tackle.
Dialed
Samuel
up the blitz
Mittner.
there.
Last night, our player of the game, Brock Giller from Woodbridge, I was talking to Coach Jed Bell after the game. I was like, man, he's really, you know, now you go to that blitz. He goes, we don't blitz. That kid just reads well. He had about 5 tackles for a loss last night for the Red Blue Raiders. 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Double split, double wing. And it's going to be 2nd man through, and that's going to be number 9, Jameer Townsend, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah.
And that's just Indian River sets the edge there and stretches to the sideline.
Well, you know, Laurel kind of run the same play both sides. Back and forth was getting good yardage, especially to the right side against the IR defense there. But once they blitzed and disrupted them.
So it looks like Laurel's going to punt with Purdue. Back deep. Looks like number 3. I can't say the number. 3 would be Kevin Custis. Yes, and that is 3 Custis. High snap, gets it off.
Barely.
And it's a floater. Bounces about the 30 and takes a Bulldog bounce. And going to be down around the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Indian River.
Yep. I don't know how they did. 39 should have blocked it.
So 1st and 10 for the Indians. They get first crack. They held them. That's what we said they needed to do. Get stingy, and they did. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 25, call it the 26-yard line. And we're going to see the new quarterback coming out. Number 4, Ian Shaner, Jr. And they're going to go pistol. This is my
little confusion here by IR getting lined up.
They're bunched to this near side. Yeah. And that's going to be a handoff to, let's get a number here, number 20. I believe that was number 24, Rashawn Turner, Jr., running back. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs, or excuse me, for the Indians. Pistol formation with an up back. Again, handoff to Turner, and he maybe is going to drag a yard out of it. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Still kind of manageable here in this type of with this pistol offense.
Yeah. 3rd and 6. They're come out a couple of different formations, trying to confuse the defense, but staying home, reading their keys, and making some plays.
3rd and 6 for the Indians. Indians' last won a state title in 2011.
Oh, man, they are the D-backs are way up.
Right.
Ooh.
And that's going to be a little bubble screen.
Yeah.
That's the number 5, Sneed. He's got the first down, takes it out to about midfield to about the 49. First down for the Indians. So both teams coming out, first possession, get a first down. One team just has to sustain the drive and keep that going.
Right. Well, Laurel on that, their defense just, was kind of soft. I thought they were playing kind of tight, but they backed way off and opened that play up pretty big for Indian River.
1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 48-yard line. Pistol formation split to both sides with a slot to the top side of the screen. And another bubble screen. That's going to be Sneed again. And he's going to pick up about 8 yards on the play. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
They just went to the opposite side of the field and ran the same play.
So you bring in your quarterback playing his first game of the year, get a couple runs to loosen him up a little bit, and then he throws a couple bubble screens, and Indian River's got things moving on a 2nd and 3.
Absolutely, but now be careful over here. Number 6 for Laurel's playing very tight on number 80. Don't be surprised if they try to work that angle.
High snap, pulls it down, but in the backfield is number 28, Devontae Clanton, with the sack. That's going to make it a 3rd and 10. So high snap. He's able to manage to pull it down, but next thing you know, Devontae Clanton is in his face.
Yeah, that was just, drive kill right there. Brings up a, 3rd, still manageable here. 3rd and what is that, about 7?
The 3rd down. And he's looking to pass, flushed out of the pocket. Tucks, he's wrapped up, and that's number on the sack, number 6, Kevon Williams, and number 49. I know we have a new player at 49, and I don't have a name. I'm sorry, folks.
And it was, he just rolled out. They had that designed the wrong, he had it set up to still throw. He couldn't roll and throw to that side of the field.
On the punt, number 11, Adam Bordeaux. And back deep, 2 men back deep, 6 will be Williams. And looks like number 15, Eric Pilot. So gets a good snap on the punt, gets it off. Ooh, nice wobbly right to him at the 25, fumbles it. And he's trying to get back to his wall, and there's just nothing there, and he's going to be tackled. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 25-yard line on their second possession of the game.
To the 25-yard line will be a Bulldog.
So both teams that come out, they get the first down, and then they stall. So, like we said, evenly matched up coming in here. Who's going to blink first?
Yeah, and I think the quarterback getting a little comfortable. He's getting a little more comfortable back there. I know they started putting the heat on later in the series, but I think they're going to open it up a little more.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And it's going to be up the middle with Smith. Gets some running room. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 5. And both these teams playing well on first down.
Absolutely. Getting good yardage on first down.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and call it 5 for the Bulldogs.
Anderson on the stop. Gain of 5 on the play. So a 30-yard line, 2nd down and 5.
Just opens up that playbook big on 2nd down when you're 2nd and 5, 2nd and short.
Smith alone in the backfield. Wings to both sides. And 2 split ends. And this time it's going to be second man. That's going to be number 6. Williams, and he may have lost yardage. Goes out of bounds, and it looks like it may be a loss of 1 on the play. Loss of 1 on the play, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
IR's done a great job on the outside of sealing the edge and not letting that out so far, and Laurel's been getting some plays right up in the teeth of that defense, and I think they got to just keep hammering away in the middle and try to just throw the ball a little bit. Got to loosen them up if they want to try to go outside.
3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Yeah, and they show the same formation coming out. And this time it's going to be rolling out. You lose a defender, throws one up high.
Oh.
And it's going to be just out of the reach of number 15, Eric Pilot. So he was under pressure. Not a bad ball, single coverage. So, nobody was going to catch that but probably Pilot there.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 6. And on the punt is Purdue, the sophomore quarterback punter. And back deep, Custis. And, if you're in the river, you're 1 and 5. Nothing has gone your way so far this year after week 1. This may be the down. This may be the series that you want to open things up.
Yep.
So back to punt is Purdue. Good snap. Nice high floater. It's going to bounce around the 42, take a Bulldog bounce, and come back to about the 40, and picked up and down by number 3.
Much better kick this time.
Yes. So the Indian River Indians are going to take over for second series, 1st and 10 at their own, say, 40-yard line. And I heard the pregame announcer, one of the Laurel State champ players from 87 is refereeing this game. I believe he's the back judge.
Yeah, let's
So 1st and 10 for the Indians. Double slot. And that's going to be number 24. Ball's on the ground. And it looks like he's going to get it back. That was number 24, Reshawn Turner. And it was kind of like it was on his hip. He just kind of dropped it.
Yeah. The Laurel player was just laying right next to the ball. He turned his head. I think he would have had it.
That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. It brings up a 2nd and 12. And, we talked about the 2 good defensive stands. This is what you don't want to happen when you're in the kind of season that Indian River's having. Pistol formation, slot to the top of the screen. Shaner back, throws out to number 16. That's Jason Killen. He's got the first down. Oh!
Nice.
Yeah, trucks the runner, and they're going to say he stays in bounds, but that's a first down. And that was kind of like running into a rock.
Yeah.
I think the same guy made the tackle after he bounced off.
That's a great pass play, just getting them warmed up. Get your quarterback warmed up. You don't need to throw the ball deep. Those little screens, now we move out into those intermediate, 5-8 yard throws.
Another first down for the Indians. Their second of the game. Pistol with an up back. Motion coming with Custis. Fakes the speed sweep, and that's going to be number 24, Turner, off the left side. He's got the first down, and tackle made by number 5, Connor Ellingsworth, and 15, Eric Pilot. First down for the Indians. Ball's going to be placed at the 29-yard line of Laurel. First and 10, Indians. Quarterback number 4, Ian Shaner, in the pistol. And we got up back to the right side. Custis goes back in motion. And that's going to be fake the speed sweep. Counter to number 24, Turner. And he's just picking his way. Picks up about 6 on the play. Number 45 on the tackle. And I don't have a 45 on the roster.
No.
That's 49. We got to get a name for him. I know they changed jersey numbers, so we have to get a name at some point for number 49. So Mr. 49 makes the tackle on that. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Indians.
The Laurel defense is kind of guessing here.
And Custis in motion again. This time we're going to same play with the counter, but this time it's wrapped up and brought down for a loss of, looks like 3 on the play. On the tackle, 55. One of our players to watch, Risper.
You know, the Jet was there.
Kashad Gillespie on the tackle.
I thought the Jet was there if they had handed it off to number 3.
Right. Brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Indians. They're in Laurel territory. Neither team has made it to the red zone yet. And now we got some confusion in the Indian River offense. We have a bunch down here to the left side. And we're going to have an offside or a procedure penalty as number 85, and luckily they don't have his number on the roster. So
drive killer here. Oh.
85, Richard Rybicki, I found it. He just a little early getting off the. And you know what we're seeing here is they have him listed as a guard. So obviously with the discipline measures and the kids leaving, he's been moved from guard to tight end. So you kind of understand that type of mistake there. Changing positions with about 3 days of practice.
Yeah.
3rd and 12 for the Indians, and their slot to the right. Turner in the backfield. And
there it is. There it is again.
Number 16, Killen. He's got the first down, man. He likes to hit people.
Oh, yeah.
First down. For the
he's staying in the block. He's drawing that D end outside backer up the field. And as soon as he comes up, he's dipping underneath, and the quarterback's able to just dump that pass out.
Yeah, and he doesn't see anybody until he's 5-6 yards down the field.
Right.
So Indians hit the red zone. 1st and 10 at the Laurel 15-yard line. No score in the game. 46 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. And that's going to be Turner up the middle. And number 40 on the tackle. That's Blake Anderson. Gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Only a sophomore, number 40.
These are 2 young teams, by the way.
Yeah.
2 really young teams. 14 seconds to play here in the quarter. Indian River 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line of Laurel. And their first team to hit the red zone. And going to take the snap, going to roll left. Has a man open. That's Custis down at about the 10. They're going to say incomplete.
Ooh.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, I believe. So that's the end of the first quarter, folks. We'll be right back. Your score at the end of part 1, 0-0 with the Indians and the Bulldogs. We'll be right back.
The Hadley Group, your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
Welcome back to Laurel High School, folks. Benny Mitchell with Dan Messina on 302 Sports. And we have a scoreless first quarter. And brings us Dan, as I think, advantage Indian River getting that scoreless first quarter.
Yeah, they're playing loose. They're comfortable. And the quarterback's getting more comfortable as the game's going on. You can see just how easy it is throwing the ball for him. He's got to throw more to his right. He's having trouble throwing to the left. So.
Well, he's having to turn his body. Been interested to see if the other quarterback was a lefty. Here we go, second quarter action. That's going to be the quarterback rolling around the left end. And maybe a pickup of a yard or two on the play. And that's going to bring up third down. Or fourth down, excuse me, 4th and 8. And I would say in the red zone, this is 4 down territory. And it looks like Coach Townsend agrees as they're going to go for it on a 4th and 8.
And I'm going to go back to the tight end, 16 here. And I think he's in the game.
He is. He's coming out right in. And you're going to have 2 receivers out to the right. And they won't be covering the tight end. So it's pistol formation. Takes the snap.
There he is. Yep, there it is.
Going to go slant pass. Oh, in and out of the hands of Sneed. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Laurel ball, 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. So nice defensive stand for the Bulldogs.
It was, and that play was there. He was open. They had the mismatch with 16 again, and I think the quarterback was just trying to go for all the marbles, hit the home run.
So the Bulldogs will start on their 13, 1st and goal.
1st and 10 at the Laurel 13-yard line.
But great job by the defense, bend but don't break.
Right.
So let's see if Laurel can put a drive together.
Yeah, last year we came down here for homecoming, had a low-scoring affair, and so far it looks like we're going to have the same thing. Purdue under center, single back in the backfield. Laurel has not changed their formation. They've showed one formation all game, and that's going to be this time. That's going to be 27 to Shields. Gets his first carry of the game. He's going to pick up, this to be about 3 on the play. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 7.
Stop by White, gave about 4 on the play. We'll call 2nd and 6 from the 16-yard line.
So 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Nice day here in Western Sussex County, Laurel High School. And I don't know if a broken play or what, but looked like Purdue may have had a little trouble with the snap. Couldn't tell if that was an option or he just had trouble with the snap and tried to get out of there. But anyway, it's going to be no gain of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
Both teams having some of that. I didn't see, but both teams are having some trouble with the quarterback center exchange.
The Shields ran right into the back of Purdue on that play, so it's not like he was expecting to get the ball. The Shields, he was our player of the game against Washington. Louis Pizza, player of the game. 3rd and 6. And it's going to be a handoff to number 9, Jameer Townsend, and he's got a 1st down. So, yeah, both teams, they can get it going early in the drive. They just can't sustain a drive.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to put enough plays together.
I think Laurel's really only run 2 plays. Run a little bit of a fullback dive and some sweep off the wing back.
Yeah, I don't think they've tried to put the ball in the air yet.
Yeah, 1st and 10. They did one time, incomplete pass. He rolled out to his right in the first quarter. And this time it's going to be a handoff to number 6, Williams. And I think he's going to lose yards on the play.
Yeah, 58. I think that's Morris. Did a great job of sealing off the end, forcing him to the back inside, and shutting that door on him.
Number 39 on the tackle, Miltner. It's going to bring up a loss of 2, bring up a 2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs. Purdue comes up under center. The Shields in the backfield. And it's going to be rolls out, drops back. Wow, he's hit by his own guy, rolls out, and has a blocker. And gets around the end. We may get a face mask on that. So he picks up about 5 on the play, gets it out to about the 30. And it looks like he's going to get a face mask. That's going to give him a first down on the penalty.
I thought he got hung up there by his own guy, but he was able to bounce out. And
number 9, Jameer Townsend, ran into the back of him. And I think what happened, he broke the tackler off.
Right.
There was a number I couldn't see. I think it was number 85. Rebecki looked like he was getting ready to sack Purdue when he ran up in the back and just kind of knocked him off. But it's going to be a first down, Laurel, either way. And that was one of those good face masks. The whole head came around
and that's huge. Defense got to stay back out there. That was.
That's the money down.
Yeah,
you got to win the money down, and right there, Laurel wins it by penalty. And it's going to be a handoff to the Shields, and he's going to push the pile. Ball comes squirting out, but they were going to whistle him dead. He's going to pick up 2 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 8. The Shields and number 9 Townsend, 2 big bodies out there for the Bulldogs. I think both might be juniors. Yes, both are juniors. So like we said, we talked about the youth of these 2 teams.
Absolutely, these guys young. There's a lot of big bodies out there.
2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. They're approaching midfield at their own 47-yard line. Motion with Townsend. It's going to come counter back.
Oh, nice.
And that's number 6. Oh. Kevon Williams, he's got the first down. So now they're showing a little wrinkle. We've seen sweep, we've seen dive, and now we see the counter. Basically, I think what we're seeing is it's a little wing T formation, just they're running double wing. So 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line of Indian River. And it's going to be a handoff to Towns, and he cuts it back inside, but he's just got nowhere to go. Number 77 on the tackle, Andrew White. Also number 85, Rebecki.
Another great job by the outside backer on the far side, 50. Coming up and forcing the back inside.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. And Purdue rolling right under pressure. Finds number 6 on the catch. Kevon Williams, and he's out of bounds.
I think he tippy-toed past the sticks there.
Yeah, well, he took one of the yard holder markers with him. Young gentleman from Indian River helps the guy up. Here's your stick back. First down. So first down for the Bulldogs. Offensive coordinator Sean Larimore starting to open it up a little bit. We're starting to see some counter and some short passes that manageable for Purdue. And with a young quarterback, that's what you want. You want to keep him comfortable. So 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the 15 of Indian River. And it's going to be option. Pitches to number 6, Williams, and he's going to be brought down at around the 20-yard line. Tackle made by number 24, Turner, and number 28, Brandon Cheedy. 2nd and 4 at about the 21-yard line for the Dogs.
Knocking on the red zone door here.
Right. Just outside at the 21. This will be their first trip into the red zone. And probably going to see the Shields here. Now we're going to see the Shields. He gains a yard, pushes the pile, gets it down to about the 15. That's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs, and they make their first appearance in the red zone.
Well, he did a great job of second effort there after the first hit and kept moving forward for an extra couple of yards because he got hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Under 6:20 to play here in the first quarter. No score. Bulldogs threatening with a 1st and 10 at the Indian River 15. It's going to be the Shield. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. In on that tackle, number 80, Jaquan Floyd. With the initial hit made by number 70. This is a good number. 75, Jaden Turlington.
They tried to spread it out a little bit there, and I don't think IR was buying it.
Also in on that tackle, number 55, Zachary Schultz. That's going to bring up a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. And again, both these teams, they sniff the end zone and they start to falter. So 2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs. The Shield's in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to the second man. That's going to be Wilson, and he's wrapped up. Number 58, Jodiah Morris. He came through from that tackle position and then finished off by number 29 or 28, Brandon Cheedy. That loss of 5 on the play is going to bring up a 2nd or 3rd and 16 for the Dogs.
That was huge right there. That was huge.
The homecoming court and attendance. Please report to the Bulldog at this time.
Second or 3rd and 16 for the Bulldogs. And there's a pass out to Wilson. And hit by number 28, Cheedy, and number 12, Nicholas Angelo. So he's going to pick up maybe, he's called 3 on the play. And it's going to bring about 4th and 13 for the Dogs. And on comes the kicker, number 1, Wilder Gonzalez Perez. No height and weight on this guy, but I can say not very big.
Yeah.
We're going to be attempting a kick with Wilder Gonzalez Perez.
The kick's up. It's got it's good. Bulldogs get the field goal. Number 1, Perez. And folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back with more Henley Conference action.
Just inside the crossbar.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our great.
And welcome back to Laurel, folks. 3-0, the Bulldogs strike first. With 3 minutes and 59 seconds to go here in the first half. You're watching 302 Sports with Benny Mitchell and Dan Messina. Some Saturday Henley Conference action. And on the kickoff is Wilder Perez. And he's going to kick it midfield to about the 15-yard line. He's going to be taken by Custis. He's got some running room, looking to make a cut to the right. And he's going to be brought down by number 5, Connor Ellingsworth. 1st and 10 for the Indians. 3:51 to play here in the half. They trail 3-0. So Custis, he looked like he was one move from breaking that.
He was. I think he just made his move a little too early. He kick off. Just run straight. Right. Run it straight. It's guys want to dance too much.
Everybody's moving on the kickoff.
Yeah, it just.
1st and 10 for the Indians. And it's going to be speed sweep with number 12, Angelo. He's got some running room, makes a move, and he's going to be brought down across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Tackle made by number 3, Bryson Sanders. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 5, gain of 5 on the play. They've been threatening speed sweep the whole game. That's the first time we've seen it. I think we're going to start seeing it more with Custis.
Yeah, I was surprised it didn't go to Custis or one of the other guys on that.
Pistol formation, 2nd and 5 for the Indians. And he's going to roll left under pressure. He's going to be hit by number. Lose the tackle. He's got his tight end open, overthrows him. And number 3, Sanders gives him a little hit. Just to know I'm in the ball game here. A nice play there by number 4, Shaner. He was wrapped up by number 55, Gillespie, and just kind of spun out and rolled to his right and found his tight end just little high.
Yeah, I think he just got kind of I think he surprised himself by getting out of that.
3:09 to play here. Third and 5.
But great where knowing where he was at and looking to find a receiver is a good job by the quarterback.
He found the open man. He just was a little high throwing on the run. You got to remember, this is his first game at quarterback this season, so in week number 7. 3rd and 5 for the Indians. They're at their own 43-yard line. And here comes the speed sweep with Custis. It's going to be a reverse. This might be your double penalty. He just juggles the ball, gets it back, and just loses yardage. I mean, the play was there. He just had to juggle it. Although I think the initial sweep was open. So loss of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 4th and 7.
I don't think they ran the sweep enough times to warrant to run the reverse yet. You know, you didn't get the defense moving the way you wanted. They were still home, so you know I just want to see them run that a little bit more.
Folks, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more Saturday high school football.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp with Chef Maurice Catlett, and he's cooking a wonderful campfire s'mores pie. Enjoy. Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis and Bethany Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. Chef Maurice has you covered. See you soon.
And welcome back to Laurel. Coming off the timeout, I think Coach Eston Ennis is thinking, hey, man, on a 3rd down, if I can shut the Indians down, maybe get one more shot at the end zone before halftime.
That's what I would be thinking right now. Getting ready to get the ball back. Just no penalty here.
4th down, yeah. And we're going to have a whistle on the play.
I think it's on Laurel, pointing Laurel.
We got to discuss it and see who moved first. Everybody's pointing at one another, and they're going to say offsides lost. That's a 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring up a 4th and 3. Call a 4th and 4. 4-yard penalty. That's going to change things. He's going to put the offense back on the field. So 4th and 4 for the Indians with 2:45 to play here in the first half. Call it a long 3, maybe a 4. It's a risk at midfield, down 3-0.
Yeah, this early in the ball game, there's still 2:45 left in this game.
And who's taking a timeout here? Indian River's going to take a timeout. All right. So each team has burned a timeout here. And this is, I guess you could say, a crucial part of the game, and maybe a good timeout. We're going to stay with the action, folks. So, Dan. Now, Indian River takes a timeout, and it's Coach Townsend obviously thinks it's important enough with 2:45 to play. But do you think that was a little bit of coming off the penalty and just not having everybody together and on the field?
Yeah, part of it, you don't practice it enough, so you just guys not knowing where they're supposed to be. So, look, call the timeout. You get everybody, take a deep breath, know where everybody's setting up here because. 2:45 left. There's a lot of time left on the clock.
Yeah, if you don't get this right, you're definitely giving the ball up in your own territory.
Right, and for IR, they get the first down here. Their chance to score, they get the ball. It starts second half.
I formation. He's up under center, and it's going to be a handoff to the fullback. He's not going to get it.
Wow.
So the Bulldogs stuff it. That was number 80 on the carry, Jaquan Floyd. Not sure what they saw there.
I don't know either because that just wasn't something that
you gained 2 on the play.
And you gained,
but you needed 4.
You call the timeout, and that's what you came up with.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're at the at the Indian River 46.
Plenty of time for them to put some more points on the board.
Right. Yeah, and they run what I call a slow offense, and here it comes from number 9 Townsend. And I mean, they're not a big play offense. They're a grind it out.
Right. When
you're at midfield, a minute 44, 2 minutes 45 seconds is plenty of time to grind one down.
Absolutely.
Gain of 7 on the play brings up a 2nd and 3, which gives them a whole lot of options. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a good chance to get your quarterback in a little rollout position and get them some confidence going into halftime.
Right. This is a good play. Good place to throw the football here. 2nd and short. Just don't take the sack.
Right. And it's going to hand off to the Shields, hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And Laurel's going to use a timeout. And, folks, we're going to take one with them. Our score, 3-0 Laurel. We'll be right back.
Yeah, IR's done it.
And welcome back to Laurel, coming off the timeout. Laurel football, 3rd and 3. And bring you to Barkley Heating and Air scoreboard with 1:58 to play.
All right, here we go. 3rd down for the Bulldogs from the 40-yard line.
And goes back to the single back offense. And this time they go wing to the left and slot to the left. And then Townsend moves back into the backfield. He's going to lead block for the Shields. The Shields going to push the pile. And just being a man out there.
Yep.
He drags that.
Great job. Great job. Second effort.
First down. Ball at the 32. 1st and 10, Laurel. Oh, quarterback drops the ball in exchange. Get it out and incomplete. That's the second bad exchange we've seen between the quarterback and the center.
I think he's injured. Is that 58?
Brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Dogs at the 32-yard line. And 3rd quarter, we're going to have a little Henlipen Conference trivia. Just might involve the Dogs and the Indians. Purdue drops back, rolls left, turns. There's a flag on the play. Oh, broken up. Oh, intercepted. There's a flag on the play, though. It's going to be a hold.
Play's going to stand.
Yeah, it's going to stand. So the River Indians are going to dodge the bullet after
they did.
Play on 4th down. So interception, I believe that was number 28. Brandon Cheedy. We've called his name a few times today.
Yep. And 123, Indian River has enough talent to, to score.
One, yeah. So the ball we're going to take over on the interception at their own 7-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Indians. And they're going to go slot to the bottom of the screen. And Custis goes in motion, and he's going to get the speed sweep. And what was initially not sure where he needed to be, and he picks up about 7-8 on the play, which is going to bring up a 2nd and short. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1, 9 yards on the carry, and he wasn't really sure he was getting the ball.
Yeah, he was surprised, I think. And for the time running, IR's moving a little slow.
Right. They still have 2 timeouts.
2nd down and 1.
2nd and 1. They're going to throw the ball under pressure and just throws it out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 1, but the clock stops, which is most important for the Indians. And he just had nobody open, and he really hasn't had time to throw the ball today, except with that little out. So
he's got his safety valve, the tight end, and he did a good job earlier of looking down and then going back to him, and now he's kind of more focused on going down the field.
39 seconds to play here in the half. 3rd and 1. Custis comes in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Turner, and he's not going to get the first down.
He didn't even get it. Oh. I think he lost a yard or two there.
And look at the Indian River coaches. They're looking at the clock, so maybe they're going to run it down and throw one towards the end zone. Fourth and 3 coming up. Well, he's not standing anywhere near the official.
Maybe they're just going to let it roll.
They're just going to let it roll out and take it into halftime. And that's what they're going to do. There's your halftime score, folks. Indian River 0, Laurel 3. And, folks, we'll be right back with the Citadel Concept halftime show after these commercial timeouts.
Solo Concepts is the premier restaurant group in Southern Delaware. We have 8 restaurants from Lewis all the way down to Fenwick. We have a catering company, a food truck, a soda company, a film company, and a management and a consulting company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and at the same time we have a little bit of a higher mission, and we're trying to make the world a better place. And we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after it, and they're all focused on one thing, and they're trying to make a great company, and we're trying to make the Culinary Coast a national focus for the United States as a food destination. I think we've done a really good job of that in the past few years. The daily grind of the restaurant can be very difficult. You're dealing with alcohol, food, and people. Those are 3 highly volatile things. So sometimes it's better to have a little bit of a higher calling, a little bit of a higher purpose, that as a group we're trying to get together, stick together, and be about something. And for us, it kind of gets us through the hard seasons and the hard times that we can rely on each other. We have about 150 full-time year-round employees, and then every season we hire, I think this year we hired about 270 people. So we have 270 seasonal people spread out throughout the whole county. And for me, it's great. And some of these people started out as 15-year-old busboys working with us, and now they're lawyers and doctors and business executives throughout the world, and they still come back and they have a relationship with us. So it's been a really nice experience for us that we're so connected to the community, and we can develop people on so many different levels. We want to support the people that we work with. We want all of our employees to have what they need to grow and be professional. And we may open 10 more restaurants. We may open 100 more restaurants. But all we know at the end of the day is we want to stick together, and we have a great group of people, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of everybody. This is a really trying year, and it's a testament to the team that Matt put together that we flourished after a tragedy. And the stronger and better we can make Southern Delaware, the better our restaurant group's going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the sights and sounds of the Laurel High School Marching Band halftime show.
I like that kid.
folks. Welcome to the press box. We got some of the guys from the 86-87 championship team. And welcome back. I'm sure, guys, it's always great to come back. I'm not sure how many of you, we'll get to that, how many here still live in Laurel. As the saying goes, you know, you're Laurel born, you're Laurel bred, and when you die, you're Laurel dead, right?
That's right.
We're going to start first. Bill Thompson, one of the captains of the 87 team, and talk a little bit about 30 years later. I know you were here last year with the 86 team.
Yes, sir.
Talk about 30 years later, and the people in town they're talking about the state championship team.
Well, it's hard to wrap your head around 30 years. It feels like yesterday, like you should still be out there playing football. But all I can say is the direction of the school is amazing, and I'm very proud of Mr. Larimore and his entire staff, and Coach Ennis, and what they're trying to do with this program and the school itself. It makes you feel like it felt 30 years ago when the stands were packed on Friday night and standing room only, 3 deep in the fence. And you can feel that now, and it feels good. So you feel a lot of the similarities that you felt 30 years ago.
And you're playing in the river, which you guys saw 2 years in a row. You saw them in the championship game. You saw them in the semifinal game. You saw them 4 times over 2 years. And kind of right now, a little bit eerie remembrance of the Caravel game in the state tournament. The field goal won the game. And here we're sitting 3-0, and you know.
A lot of similarities.
When things change, they don't change.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
This is Phil Thompson. Phil, I'm going to hand the mic over to Clint Redbetter. Clint Redbetter was an all-state defensive end, and maybe I mean, we all know you deserved it, but I think a bit of a surprise to find yourself as a first-team All-Stater at the end of the year. You know, playing next to a defensive tackle, Sean Larimore. A lot of times, guys like that take the limelight, but the coaches and the newspaper guys saw in you. You were named first-team All-State and a leader of that team. Talk a little bit about that 86-87 run.
I hate to sit here and say that I was a total surprise, because I felt like I worked hard. You know, we played hard. We had a great squad, and you know, I was just you know, I had played long enough. I had started as a freshman along with Sean, and you know, when the other coaches you know, see you year in and year out, they start to notice. And you know, I was playing especially well my last 2 years. So very thankful that they did pick me, but also I felt like you somewhat deserved and earned as long as
we all know you deserved it. It's hard to get 2 or 3 guys from a school like Laurel on the first team.
It is. It really is. But I tell you, there was a group of us guys, you know, that went to school together, in same classes together. But we had a nucleus that was pretty tight, and so when we brought it to the high school and started to put it all together, it really started to form a tight bond and a really good team. And as we added with the younger classmen and the overclassmen, you know, through the years there, it really produced a great team.
Now, we talked about last year, I had Danny Alvarez up here last year's homecoming, and one of the things that I remember to this day, it's a year later, and one of the things that Danny said that remembering 30 years is, you know, you're a part of a football team, you're a part of a high school football team, but when you win a state title, you become part of something special, like a fraternity.
Yes.
You kind of feel the same way.
I do. Yep, and I tell you, one of the things that Mike Norton used to always tell us in practice would be, what you guys do here is going to carry you through life.
Right.
And the more you put into it, and the more special it is, the more you'll remember it, and it will carry you.
We're going to hand the mic back to Phil for 1 second, before we get to Eric. Yep. Phil, we were watching video today, eating breakfast, and watching the video, and you know, Skeeter Elliott goes down, and you talk about separating man from ball on the opening kickoff.
Set the tone of the game.
But then, you know, on the second series, Terrence Puckham, he gets all the credit, he takes it in the end zone. But when you watch that video, today, the lead block that you made downfield, and I mean, if that guy had a ball, he'd have separated from it.
Correct. That was the block of a career, because everything was riding on it, and it all fell together perfectly. Struck the guy, he fell down. Terrence runs by me, runs in the end zone.
Slips in the end zone.
We get the slips in the end zone, falls down. He's so excited, and we held on. I mean, the defense stayed tough, stayed true. We did what we were supposed to do. We kept the score 7-2. And touching on something Clint had said about Coach Norton, he also said nobody will remember what you did first or midway through the season. They will all remember what you did last. We won a state title last, right? And that stuck with me forever. And the team was touching on Clint with the nucleus and it's amazing how a group of guys can come together even 30 years later.
Right.
And it's like I haven't seen Eric since high school, and we kind of picked up right where we left off 30 years ago, and we all still have that same relationship. And Eric and I were talking earlier. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but there was a Pop Warner program led by Jake Morgan years ago, and nothing from Coach Norton, but Jake put a foundation down. The Pop Warner guys, that Coach Norton took over, and Eric and I were talking about it. And Eric, as an underclassman, as a sophomore, stepped right up and, as Clint, 4 years playing varsity. I mean, it was just a unique experience, and earlier we were just saying I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, Coach Norton was my coach in the early '80s, and that's what brought me here when he came over, got the head coaching job, brought me on over, and was special times. We'll hand the mic to Eric here. Eric, Clint brought it in. He talked about the senior class, and that's what you said when you came in. Let the seniors sit in the chair. Let the captains sit in the chair.
Absolutely.
You were the sophomore, and he talked about the underclassmen and how they were special and made this team a title team.
Absolutely. When you're an underclassman, you're coming into the varsity team, you don't know quite sure whether you're ready for it or not. But I tell you, through summer practice, physically, I thought I could compete. But it was the senior leadership, the captains, that gave me the confidence to be able to get on the field to contribute. So definitely, as a team, and I think about this all the time when I reflect, we were a close-knit bunch. And we love playing football, and we love playing football with each other. So that's what gave me the confidence to be able to say, you know what, I could do this. As a 10th grader, I could be on the field competing and contributing to a team.
What a lot of people don't know is Laurel made the tournament by criteria that year. They almost lost to Smyrna. The Bulldogs almost didn't get in. And talk about, you're coming in, like you said, you're the new guy, you're the sophomore, you're playing on this defending state championship team, and man, we may not get in. I might miss the glory.
Yeah, we talked about this a lot of big games throughout the season, but by the time we got to the 10th game versus Seaford, which we all believe we should have won, but that galvanized us. After that game, even though we lost, we felt like at that point we could beat everybody. Whoever you put in front of us, we were going to beat, and we had that confidence going into the tournament.
All right, I'm going to hand the mic back to Phil. And Phil, a little bit back, talking about Coach Norton, and Coach Norton, of course, on the other sidelines today, wearing the green, but just a defensive mastermind. And, you go back, and you look at all the state championships, and how many teams have won a state title and only scored 14 points
Tell the truth.
in the tournament?
I know.
Talk about Coach Norton and his defense.
Look, there was a third year there that it was lost in double overtime in '85. I mean, he could have had 3. We could have had 3.
Right.
It just wasn't meant to be for that first year, but in our minds, Clint and I have been buddies since like kindergarten. We were going to win it. I mean, we knew that somehow we were going to win it again. And there's always the "you'll never do it 2 years in a row" crowd, and it's like, well, just watch, just see what happens. And
back to Clint one more time.
It's been a great experience.
Let's talk about you guys. You were the trendsetter. You won the first ever state title in any sport for Laurel, and one wasn't enough. You guys had to go out and get a pair of rings.
Right.
You got 10 fingers, might as well put rings on 2 of them. And talk about again the defense, and like 3 years in a row, defense was the cornerstone of Laurel football.
It really was. I mean, early on when I started as a freshman, I noticed that Mike Norton's schemes were a little bit different, but also the kids were just aggressive, and with Mike Norton, like I say, I feel like Mike was able to bring us a good package every single week, whatever team we played against, with a great plan. And, we would execute in practice, and, I really believe Mike had a huge part of that. And if you ask him, he'll tell you, no, it had nothing to do with me, Clint. It had to do with all of you boys. But, and I believe that to a degree, but also Mike Norton brought a lot to the table.
Absolutely. Every foot has to have a big toe. Clint, what's Clint Brandbrenner doing 30 years later?
30 years later, I am currently live in.
Bill?
I am.
I have to tell you, when you came out of the Bulldog today, it looked like you were going to find. You look like you can still play the game.
You're like the third one. I thought about running it, but just I've put the cleats up.
Don't want to pull a hammy.
Exactly.
And what's Eric Stansel doing 30 years later?
I'm a principal in the Lake Forest School District and currently living in Smyrna.
Currently living in Smyrna. more. So, and we saw, relating to education, we see coming out of that tunnel today, 2 educators here in the Laurel School District with Mike Allen and Sean Larimore, superintendent. And a little funny aside story last year, I don't know if you got to see the interview, talking to Danny Alvarez and said, I honestly know, what did you think when you heard from Superintendent Sean Larimore? He said, I had to check it out. I didn't believe it. A lot of people don't know Sean's doing an awesome job.
Incredible job.
He understands
Great job.
connecting to the community.
Yes.
He understands Saturday homecoming. This is important. But a little bit of a goofball footy guy.
Oh, yeah. He's a normal guy. That's what makes the ball work so well.
Right. Any closing remarks?
He's approachable.
Hey, what Sean's doing for the district, I want to commend him. He's bringing everybody together, doing a great job. Hopefully our football program will continue to grow and get back to those glory days, winning those championships.
Guys, anything?
Second what he just said.
That's it.
Eric Stansel, Phil Thompson, Cliff Brembender, part of the 1987 state championship team. These guys were there 1 year before in '86. Back-to-back state titles. They won Laurel's first 2 ever state titles. Guys, thanks a lot. Enjoy the second half of this game.
Thank you. That was cool.
Yeah.
Plate Catering, the catering division of Sodell Concepts, where we're doing beautiful, simple foods for you. We can accommodate intimate affairs or larger parties anywhere from 1 to 800. We can go anywhere in a 50-mile radius of our location, be it on the beach, in your home, on a farm, at any venue, including the Indian River Life Saving Station, which you'll see later in our clip. You can choose from a pre-designed, chef-driven menu where we keep only the freshest and most local ingredients in mind, or we can customize a menu to your liking. Thanks for coming on this tour with Plate Catering. I hope you keep us in mind for your next event.
Welcome back to Laurel High School, folks. Back with the Sodell Concept halftime show. It was great to have those three guys. Eric Stansel was a sophomore on that team. Clip Brenbetter, all-state defensive end. Phil Thompson had the huge block to break the touchdown for Terrence Puckham. Downfield block, and like he said, it was the block of career. You know, it goes, you're pulling guard, you get 5-6 yards downfield, and you knock somebody on the back of their helmet, and that's what Phil Thompson did in that game. Our halftime score, 3-0 for the Bulldogs at the half. And talk a little bit about, you were talking about off air. We were talking about how great this is, what Sean Larimore has done, and has brought these guys back. And you work in the Cable Loeb School District, and they have a '79 championship team. When are they going to do it?
Right.
You got to honor these people. Now they got a lot of title teams to bring back, but you got a one state title football team. Get them back there and recognize them.
Absolutely, bring them back.
So we're getting ready to start some second half action. No scores to bring you folks. Is the only other game going. There are no Henley Open Conference games going on. We're the only show in town. Last week there was 3 of them, or 2 weeks ago there was 3 of them. So today, Indians and Bulldogs, and we're going to get ready with some second half action, folks. And we're going to take a commercial timeout, and we'll be right back with the second half of the Laurel Bulldogs and the Laurel Bulldogs and the Indian River Indians.
Food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today I'm at Northeast Seafood Kitchen in Ocean View, Delaware, and Chef Alex is going to cook up his apple crisp. It's going to be awesome. Come check it out. Northeast Seafood Kitchen in Ocean View, Delaware, open 7 days a week. Chef Alex has got you covered. See you soon.
3-0 is your score, folks. We're here at Laurel High School, the Laurel homecoming. They lead the Indian River Indians, and Indian River will get the ball. I think maybe both teams maybe dodged the bullet there at the end of the first half.
I really think Indian River really just squandered.
Right.
More than Laurel dodged.
Right. But they both come out. 3-0 is our score, and we're going to get an offsides on the kickoff. And mark it back 5 yards, and Laurel will kick again. So back deep is Custis. I'm just kind of waiting for Custis to break one here. I'm starting to get the feel. And, I think Laurel's going to have to be very weary of him through the rest of this game. He has been on what we call on the cusp.
He is a shoestring away.
All right. So here we go, folks. Second half action getting ready to start. And on the kick is Perez. Kicks it down to about the 20. Bounce off the chest of Sneed. He's able to gather it back up, and that just gives the Bulldogs time to get down there and stop the big run. That's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Let's see what kind of adjustments that they made coming out and start this second half.
Yeah, a lot of times the first half is about athletes, and the second half is about coaching sometimes.
Yep.
There we go, 3-0. Indian River first crack at it here in the second half. 1st and 10 at their own 30. And they're going to go pistol formation with Turner in the backfield. Slot to the right. And takes the snap under pressure. He loses one tackler, has to lose another. Gets the ball off and hits, I believe that's number 5, Sneed. Yes, number 5, Sneed on the carry, your former quarterback. So there's what Phil Townsend was talking about, getting a fourth weapon out there.
Getting another touch. That was great by him, coming all the way across the other side of the field and never stopped working. Some of those defensive linemen for Laurel stopped working, I think, and allowed that play to develop a little bit more.
1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 45-yard line. A little low snap. He's able to gather. He's under pressure. And he's going to be hit and wrapped and sacked by number 40, Blake Anderson. Blake Anderson came untouched.
Yep. I think he was mad from the play before that he missed it.
Right.
He missed it. I think he came back to,
That's a 10-yard loss on that play.
Loss of 10 on the play brings up 2nd and 20, and they get something good, and something bad happens right after it. And it's kind of been how the season's been going.
Yeah.
So there you go. 1 step forward, 2 steps back on that one. So here we go. 2nd and 20 for the Indians. And Sneed and Custis will go out to the far side. Custis will come in motion. It's going to be counter with Turner. He's hitting the backfield, and a hit again by number 5, Connor Ellensworth. That's going to be another loss, maybe about 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 22. A lot of times I would say maybe draw counter. They just use the counter on 2nd and long. So, Laws probably won't be susceptible to the draw or the screens here. I think they'll be set with a 3rd and 22. They're going to play with the man in front of them. 3rd and 22 for the Indians. And pistol formation. Turner in the backfield with Shaner. Shaner takes a snap, looking to his left, has a man open. That's Custis. He's got him. First down. Nice catch. I didn't believe Custis came from this side of the field. So,
he did. He came all the way across the field. That was great.
And Shaner's starting to show some poise here. He's very feet were set.
Yep.
He's very comfortable. The early in the first quarter, the first half, he was happy feet. The first down for the Indians. And that's going to be speed sweep with Custis, and he's going to be brought down. Tackle made by number 3, Sanders. Loss on the play of about 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
I really think that IR needs to give 71 some help with number 40. Because it's, the quarterback's having a lot of trouble rolling to his left and being able to set up and throw. Needs to be able to come to his right, and they're just getting all that pressure from the right side.
Slot to the top of the screen. It's going to be the bubble screen. He jumps the pattern. That's going to be incomplete. And you had talked about playing up tight. You thought that Law had to be careful. Indian River's got to be careful they don't jump this route. That brings up a 3rd and 12 for the Indians. Shaner coming in his first game of the season at quarterback, and he's just a junior, so getting a little 4-game preview of what you might see next year. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Pistol formation, slot to the far side. Shaner takes a high snap, pulls it down, and he's under pressure again. He's going to tuck this one and run it, and he's going to be brought down from behind by number 9, Jameer Townsend. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And on comes the punt team. Pickup of about 4 on the play. And on the punt, number 11, Adam Bordeaux.
Not what you wanted to start the second half.
No. Back deep for the Dogs, 15 Eric Pilot and 9 Townsend. Good snap on the punt. And gets off a floater. He's going to go over the head, but he's able to pull it down about the 10-yard line. And that's Pilot. Makes a move down the right side. Got some running room. He's going to hit and go out of bounds. At about the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dogs.
When you see a return like that, you're thinking in your head, oh, well, I should have just went for it.
Right.
I would have had a better chance.
1st and 10 for the Dogs at their own 39-yard line. They lead 3-0 here in the third quarter. Just kind of feel like I'm waiting for something to happen one way or the other with one of these two teams. And that ball's on the ground. That's another bad exchange. Indian River says they have it.
And they do.
And they do.
And before the kickoff, they were working. The quarterback and the center were working on the exchange.
Looked like 58 on the recovery. Jodiah Morris. If it wasn't, we're going to give him credit, but that's who came up in the bottom of the pile. So we've seen that 3 or 4 missed snaps there. They were able to cover the first 3, and the Indians get this one. They're going to take over 1st and 10 at the Laurel 39-yard line. And this time the tight end, number 16, Jason Killen, he's out here wide receiver. And it's going to be a handoff to Custis. And he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
I think you got to take advantage of a mismatch when you have it out there,
right.
and you know he's been your.
He's caught the 2-3 passes.
Yeah, he's done really well,
and he breaks tackles after he catches them. The old yak yard.
Yep.
Yards after catch.
He's a good yacker.
Yes, he is. 2nd and 10 for the Indians. Going to be slot to the near side this time. And he's going to step up into the pocket. And that's going to be a face mask. Ball on the ground. I think we're going to have a face mask on this. We have a flag. I saw the head go down easily, and the flag followed.
Yeah, I think the official just told the other, brought up face mask.
And that's going to give the Indians a first down after the fumble. So they're going to negate the fumble. And there it is. There's the face mask on the Bulldogs.
There's a face mask against Laurel.
I think that's going to be enough for the first down, too. It's going to be close. I guess they're giving him a 5-yard face mask. And either way, you get the ball back.
Right.
So 2nd and 11 for the Indians. And they dodge another bullet.
So it'll be 2nd down.
Pistol formation, slot to the top. Wide to the right. Takes a snap. There's the bubble screen. I think that was a bounce pass.
Yep. You know, you're just keeping Laurel's just keeping IR in the game with those little miscues. Yep.
Hang around.
And you know what happens when you let a team hang around too long?
They're beating you.
That's right.
So 3rd and 10 for the Indians. They're at the Laurel 40-yard line. They trail 3-0 here in the third quarter. And they're going to go slot to the near side this time. Shaner takes the snap. He loses the shields. He's going to find the man open. That's 16 and broken up by number 15, Pilot.
And I tell you, number 71 can't be left alone.
Nah, they're going to have to start double teaming there.
You know, he needs help there because he's been beaten every play from that side there.
4th and 10, and the Indians on the punt. Number 11, Bordeaux.
Is now $6, 2 for 10. Feel Rocky chicken. $6, 2 for 10.
And one thing about Shaner is he has the awareness after he loses the pressure to find the man. That one was catchable. Maybe the other two, maybe not so much. Gets off a high floater down to about he's going to bounce around the 14 and down by number 85, Rabicki. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dogs at their own 11-yard line. So Indians kind of winning the field position game. They just can't manage to punch one in.
Yeah. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. Laurel's keeping them around and keeping them around, but
so 1st and 10 at their own 11. And talking to some people last week, they're at the Milford Woodbridge game. This is how Milford beat Woodbridge. they just took advantage of Woodbridge's bad field position all game, and Woodbridge, not being able to get in the red zone. That's going to be a handoff up the middle to, I believe that's the Shields. He's going to push ahead out to about the, that's going to be 32 Smith. Gain of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 8.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Smith alone in the backfield. Double wing, 2 split ends. Here comes the deep motion. It's going to be a handoff, a little bit of a counter play with Townsend. And he's just pulling some IR defenders with him. And he's going to pick up out 2 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 6. Big game on 302 Sports tonight, folks. Delaware Military Academy and St. Mark's will get after it in Boehner Stadium. Big Division II matchup with the Spartans and the Seahawks. 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs here at their own 15-yard line. It's going to be a toss here to number 6. Williams got some running room on the left side, cuts it back in, hit down by number 24, Turner.
Fumble.
River says they have the ball. And they say no, Laurel Football. So Laurel first down.
To the 34-yard line.
Couple late starts upstate. St. E's up on Archmere, 7-0. That's going to be a handoff to Smith. Got some running room on the right side. Pick up of about 4 on the play. Friends up early, 7-0. Go ahead, I'm sorry, Dan.
No, I'm sorry. Laurel's starting to wear them down, I think.
Right.
Starting to wear down the smaller IR team.
2nd and 4. Conrad ahead of McKean, 33-8. Conrad looking to make that push to the state tournament. And it's a final. Concord beats St. George's 28-21. So St. George's in trouble to make the postseason, their first year up in Division I. 2nd and 4, handoff to Townsend. He's wrapped up in the backfield by big number 55, Zachary Schultz. And he's going to lose, looks like about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. So we talked earlier in the broadcast, and we were talking Division I tourney, and we thought the winner of St. George's, William Penn, had the edge, and it looks like St. George's may have shot themselves in the foot today with the loss.
Yep.
They fall to 3 and 4 on the season. It will be very hard to get into the Division I tournament at 6 and 4. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. And Purdue drops back. Now the man open. That's number 15, Pilot. He's going to run away. He runs away from Turner. He is in for the touchdown. 63 yards on the score.
He was in traffic, and he was able to, hold on.
Eric Pilot with the touchdown. Got hit as he caught the ball, and then just ran away from the defenders. On the kick is Perez. And good snap, good hold. The kick is up and good. Laurel Bulldogs lead 10-0. And we're going to take a timeout, folks. Your score 10, Laurel 10, Indian River 0.
Unique for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image, you envision, we create.
And welcome back to 302 Sports, folks. I'm Benny Mitchell. With me, Dan Messina. Saturday afternoon football, one of the rare Henley Open Conference matchups on a Saturday. And we have a good one, 10-0. Laurel, as they take the big 63-yard touchdown pass, Purdue to Pilot. And they take the lead, 10-0 with 4:05 left to play in the third quarter.
Yep, Pilot did a great job there. There was two defenders around him, and he was able to hold on to it and break away.
Perez taken by number 12, Angelo, and he's
still on his feet.
He's on his feet inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line. He's going to be out of bounds at the 32. So almost a breakaway, what they call the ensuing kickoff. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Indian River at the Laurel 32. And they've had great field position at half. They've just not been able to manage to punch one in.
Well, I think they have to here.
Yeah, they have. This is like the must-score possession. 3:55 to play here in the third quarter. And we're going to go slot to the right with Custis and Sneed. Custis goes in motion, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle with Turner, and he's going to pick up about 9 yards on the carry, bring up a 2nd and 1. So going back to that dive play that it's kept them in the game, kept them close.
Right.
Looks like 9 yards, 2nd down and 1.
It's when they start trying to get fancy.
Right.
Things start not going their way.
2nd and 1. Turner in the backfield with Shaner. Again, that's on the dive. This time they sniff it out. He's hit, lost yardage on the play. There's way too much penetration by the Laurel defense.
You know, I just watched number 40, the sophomore for Laurel. There was 3 IR guys right there. No one touched him. He went untouched.
Tackle made by number 55, Tashad Gillespie. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Yeah, I'm starting to get the feeling if Indian River's going to score, it's going to be on a 1st down.
It's got to be.
Here comes the blitz by Law, and that's going to be passed out to his tight end. And he takes it down inside the 10-yard line, and they're going to be inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 7. That was number 16 on the catch, Jason Killen. We've called that name a lot.
Absolutely. And I don't know why they're not doing that more. They need to send him across and throw those little dinks to him and let him get those yak yards.
1st and goal at the 7 for the Indians. They trail 10-0. 2:40 to play here in the third quarter. High snap, hands off to Turner. Turner dances in the hole, and looks like he's a gain of 1 on the play. Just the high snap kind of threw the time off on the play.
You know, they're focusing so much on Sneed and Custis that they're forgetting about number 16.
Right. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Custis goes in motion, and he's going to take it inside. He's hit by number 27, the Shields, but he's going to push ahead for 2 yards.
The Shields almost caused a fumble there. He got there the same time the ball did.
They have a gain of 1. 3rd and goal from the 5. Yeah, we talked about how this is probably a must-score time for the Indians, and now you're inside the 10, even more so. And we're going to have timeout Laurel with a minute 30 to go in the quarter. Something Coach Ennis didn't like it, folks. We're going to go ahead and take one with them. We'll be right back with more Henley Open Conference Saturday afternoon football.
It's predictability.
we're back. 3rd and goal from the 6 for the Indians. Turner takes the snap, looks left, he's under pressure. They lose one tackler, lose another, and just throws it out to number 16. Just a little too high.
You know, he's done a great job of eluding the pressure.
Yes, he has. 4th and goal from the 6 for the Indians.
And, you know, Laurel doesn't really have an answer for 16 because he's been wide open now almost every play.
Slot to the top of the screen. Shaner takes the snap. He's got a man open over the middle. Oh, just a little too hard.
Oh, it's late flag. Late flag come in.
And 3 of them.
Yeah, the DB got there way early.
Pass interference on the Dogs. That's going to be a first down. Put the ball, I believe, the 2-yard line.
And new life for IR. And I don't understand IR keeping your best receiver in to block that play.
Right.
They kept 16 in to block, and
he had him open on the slant over the middle. Just pass interference, and he threw a bullet in there. Too.
Yeah.
Minute 21 to play here. Ball at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. I guess it's going to be a 4th down. 4th and goal from the 2. It's going to be Turner left side, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 5, brought down by number 5.
Wow, I don't understand that call.
Connor Ellingsworth. That's going to be turnover on downs. Laurel Football.
I don't understand that call.
So turnover on downs.
I didn't see what the penalty called. I thought pass interference would have given them a first down automatically.
I'm not sure. It was a 4th down. First and 10 for the Dogs. Either way, they're at their own 5-yard line.
That was a great goal line stand by the Dogs.
Full house backfield, and it's going to be Smith up the middle, and he's going to be stood up right at the 5. Minimal gain on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 9. We'll give him a yard on the carry. (10-0) Bulldogs lead, but they're in the shadow of their own end zone right now. Beautiful Saturday afternoon in October, late October.
Can't ask for a better day.
I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my day after this next 12 minutes. 2nd and 9 for the Indians at their own 6. And it's going to be a handoff to Townsend. He's hit by number 50 right at the line of scrimmage. That's Thomas Moore. Hit him, stood him up, and drove him back.
I think that's the last play for the 3rd quarter. I think.
Right, clock running down. And time's going to run out on the 4th quarter. Folks, we're going to take a timeout. Come back with more Saturday afternoon action, but this time it's going to be the 4th quarter variety. We're right back with 302 Sports.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
And welcome back to Laurel, folks. 10-0 is your score. Dogs had the ball 3rd and 9. And we're going to have to miss it in the third quarter. Our trivia question, Henlip Conference trivia question. Laurel and Indian River have met twice for the Division II state championship. What years did they play for the title? And we'll come back with that answer later in the fourth quarter. And that's going to be Smith off the right side, hit by number 3, Kevin Custis, and minimal gain, about 2 yards on the carry. Going to bring up a 4th and 9. No yards on the carry. Check that.
Going to be tough punting out of your own end zone here.
Back to punt is Purdue.
Short field makes Custis pretty dangerous.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
gonna be a short punt. Bounce around the 25 to the 30, after the 35, and it's going to roll dead about the 39-yard line. Well, Indian River will take over 1st and 10. Again, that trivia question. Henlip Conference trivia question. Laurel and Indian River have met twice for the Division II state championship. What years did they play for the title? So 1st and 10 at the Laurel 39-yard line. I'm kind of feeling that, you know, again, I think the Indians may have just dodged another bullet, and they're hanging around in this game. They just haven't been able to take advantage. Great field position in this half.
Absolutely.
I don't think they've started to play on their side of the 50. So 1st and 10 at the Laurel 39. The Indians take over on the punt. In the pistol with a slot to the near side. Shaner takes the snap. Pump fakes, looks over the middle, and it's just going to be short. Ground ball to number 5, Jalen Sneed. Now, I don't think the decision was made till late in the week to move Shaner to quarterback. I don't think I was at Indian River midweek, and they hadn't talked about it then. And he told me first thing this morning they decided to make the change.
Right now. You know, he's still got that baseball throw. He's holding the ball. He's holding the ball a little too much. That's why the ball's sinking on him. He needs to release it a little early.
Loosen that grip. 2nd and 10 for the Indians. Shaner takes the snap, looks to his left. Under pressure, he's going to be hit and sacked. Number 49, that's the guy we don't have a name for.
That's Dukes with the sack.
Dukes is the last name on the roster. I don't believe that's him, though. But we're going to give credit to Dylan Dukes on the sack. That's going to bring up a 3rd and call it 17. And the Indians just can't take advantage of the field position. We saw them on a 3rd and 22 convert. Let's see if they can do it on 3rd and 17. And he's got Sneed opens. He's going to have close to the 1st down.
Sneed catches that pass, tackled by Pilot, close to a 1st down.
And just have to have the white hat come over and make it official. And he gives it 1st down for the Indians. Big 3rd and 22 they convert. 3rd and 17 they convert. So
he got lucky. He just put the ball down when he caught it. He should have at least rolled the ball a little bit further down, so that,
roll over and lay it down.
You want to get your spot.
1st and 10 at the Laurel. Excuse me. The Laurel 28-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff to turn. Missed tackle on the backfield. And he's going to pick up about 4 on the play. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
That was 49 coming in on a stunt and
just
whiffed him. Yeah.
Second and 6 for the Indians. They trail 10-0 here in the fourth quarter. 9:45 to play in the game.
Gain of about 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
And he's going to roll left, show option. Ted tucks up, goes inside. Tackle made by Risper.
There's a flag.
20-yard line and a flag on the play. Usually holding.
27 for Laurel's coming up a little
Shot
gimpy.
block against the Indians. Chop block against the Indians. That's going to back it up a lot. That's going to make it a second and call it 15 for Indian River. Well, this is just get the third down. This is where they convert.
Yeah.
Slot to the bottom of the screen with Sneed and Custis. Turner in the backfield. Shaner takes the snap. He's got man coming untouched.
I think 40 got a piece of it.
I think it was actually 28 on the pressure there. Oh, yeah, 40 got a piece of it. 28 on the pressure. Devontae Clans, well, he came untouched off the edge. I tell you what, if Shaner doesn't get that off, Clan has bad intentions coming in there. Third and 15.
They're giving them the route. They're giving them the deep ball right here. This is right here. Bad snap again, and
under pressure rolls out of it and gets it off Turner, and it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 14. And I don't believe punt for field position does you any good right now. You got to go after it on 14, 15.
I mean, Laurel's giving them, if they can get a better exchange on that, the center and quarterback can get a better exchange. This is wide open on our side of the field here.
4th and 15 for the Indians. Shaner takes the snap.
He's got him.
Got a man open,
and
that's going to be Sneed. And he's going to be brought to the ground by number 9, Jameer Townsend. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The answer to our Henlopen Conference trivia question: Laurel and Indian River have met twice for the Division II state championship. What years did they play for the title? Your answer: 1986 and 1991. Laurel won both those games. Interesting note: Mike Norton was on the sidelines. 86 for Laurel and 91 for Indian River. So he was there for both title games. Won one, lost the other. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And this is Jameer Townsend off the right side. Got some running room. And he's going to get it out to about the 40-yard line. 1st down, Laurel. At the 40, and we have a whistle on the play. That's where you got to find your get-back guy.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 40.
Where's the get-back coach?
That's right. And it's going to be the Shields up the middle, turns out to the right, picks up about 6 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
And this is exactly where the Bulldogs want to be. Their slow-pace offense works right into chewing this clock down as we come in up on 8 minutes here left in the game.
2nd and 4 for Laurel. And that's going to be the Shields up the middle, 1st down. And we saw him do this against Washington. He just moves the chains. 1st down for the Bulldogs. They cross over into Indian River territory at the Indian River 44-yard line. Shields again running to the right. He's going to be about a yard short. Pick up a 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. And Laurel and the Shields look like they're just starting to get it moving right now.
Yeah.
And then another handoff to the Shields. Pushes ahead, has the 1st down and more. He's going to take it down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Another first down for the Dogs.
Chunks of yards, chunks of time.
That's it. Another handoff to the Shields right side, pushes the pile. And he's going to pick up about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for Laurel. And I think you already said it earlier, Indian River starting to wear down. That big Laurel offensive line starting to wear them down.
I think the Shields just runs a little too high.
Right.
When he plays those bigger schools, he's gonna have to learn how to lower the shoulder a little bit.
Carrying the load right now for the Bulldogs. They're
He
2nd
is.
and 5. That's going to be a
procedure because I don't think 6 knew where he was supposed to be.
No.
He was all over the place.
That looked like a Canadian football play. Go deep motion, turn it up, hit the line of scrimmage on the snap. That's going to be market back 5, so coming up a 2nd and 10. That was like I'm going in motion. You're not supposed to. Fine. I'll stop right here. 2nd and 10
5-yard penalty.
for Laurel.
Take it back to about the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
Maybe IR can come up with a scoop and score or something here. You know, they need to do something.
It's going to be a motion, deep motion toss. It's going to be a flag on the play. That's going to be a hold. And he's going to pick up maybe 2 on the play. And another whistle.
Williams on the carry, but there's a flag on the play.
You know, both teams have done a great job defensively cutting the
hands to the face in the river.
You know, both teams, neither team has done a real good job on the sweep today.
Right.
Neither team has gotten really been able to turn that corner.
Right. And Coach Phil Towns wants to know what the call is and not happy with it. So that's going to be a first down for Laurel. Takes it down to the 16-yard line.
First down.
And I think that's the play we're looking for earlier. That's going to be the Shields off.
He's still not set though.
Nice. He's turning up a little early. It's going to be a gain of 1-2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8. 5:20 to play in the game. Laurel leads 10-0. That's going to be a reverse with Williams, and he's going to take it down in the touchdown for Williams. 4:50 to go. Laurel goes up 16-0.
Just as I talked about how great they did a great job of sealing the edge.
Right.
Laurel busts it out.
Yep. He kind of trotted into the end zone on that one. On the kick, number 1, Perez. Wilder Gonzalez Perez. And Laurel's going to jump in the neutral zone there. Kick is good. I imagine Coach Ennis will just take the kick and move on. That's going to make it 17-0. Folks, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more fourth quarter action here from Laurel High School.
There was 4:51 left.
Welcome back to Bulldog Country as the Laurel Bulldogs lead 17-0 on their homecoming over Indian River. They welcome back the 86-87 back-to-back state championship teams, and Dan, they've put on a performance for them here so far.
Yeah, they got off to a little slow start, but now they've kind of kicked it into gear.
Wilder Gonzalez-Perez on to kick it off. And it's going to be a short kick. Taken at about the 33 by Custis. Custis has some running room on the right side. Breaks a tackle. I'm sorry, that's Sneed. And goes out of bounds. And they're going to mark him out of bounds at the Laurel 45. So again, starting with field position on the Laurel side of the ball. Field.
You know, Custis is that fuse that just can't get to the dynamite. You just can't get there.
The 1st and 10 for the Indians. 4:45 to play in the game. They trail 17-0. And this is a game. A lot of people are going to pick up the paper, look at the score, and I think they got handled. But this is 3-0 at the half.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of missed opportunities by the Indians in this game. So they come back out again, bunch to the left, and receiver to the right.
That's 16 out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a shift or we're on the wrong place. And here comes the pressure. Untouched. 3 people in there to make the sack. And I tell you what, Shaner's taking a beating here.
He is. It's you're going to spread him out, and your offensive line just can't. It's so mismatched here.
And Indian River's going to take a timeout.
And you got to just shorten up the play. It's all you got to get it a little quicker. You're trying to, like he's going to have time. He doesn't. As a coach, you need to just shorten those plays up and let. You've got some good athletes out on the outside. Just put the ball in their hand. Let them do the rest.
Well, to add insult to injury, there's a procedure on the penalty on the play. Of course, declined by Laurel. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 17. Actually 18. As the ball moves back across midfield. And if you're in the River, you have to find a way in a season like this to take some positives. There's just everything's going in the wrong direction for them. They've got a lot of talent out there. They're very young, and Coach Phil Townsend, I'm sure he's going to do it, is find a way to find the positives and keep these guys together. They're young. They're going to have a lot of these guys back for next year.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of talent there.
It's like Shaner's going to go under center, I formation. 2nd and 18. And it's going to be a toss to Custis. Oh, double power. Pass.
Yeah.
A little short to Sneed, and you're starting to kind of see the frustration on the Indian River kids.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
He had a step on the defender.
And I'm surprised they didn't go to that earlier in the game. I don't know why you wait until 4:30 left and you're by 17. That would have been great towards the end of the half.
Right. Right. 4:26 to go. 3rd and 18 for the Indians. And Indian River's having trouble just getting lined up.
Right? Yeah.
Now drops back, got a man open. That's Sneed. He's wrapped up right away by number 15, Pilot. Pilot having a heck of a game.
But number 80 is open deeper.
Right.
And I know, young quarterback, first game, week 7.
He's having
he's getting happy feet now because it's, he's tired of getting knocked around.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up 4th and 15 at the 50 for Indian River. And that man open deep as Custis and just overthrown. And that's going to be a turnover on down. Laurel Football, 1st and 10 at midfield.
16 open again.
So then Laurel takes over on downs. They'll be 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. First and 10 for the Laurel Bulldogs. 3:36 to play in the game. They lead 17-0.
You're going to get a,
It's going to be number 5 on the carry, Ellingsworth, and pickup of maybe 1 on the play brings up a 2nd and 9. Freshman Connor Ellingsworth getting a carry here in the game.
Up by 17, 3 minutes to go. Try and get everybody some, so, you know, a little piece of action on a day like today.
When are we going to get football weather? Goodness.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. And it's going to be a handoff to Smith. He spins, picks up maybe 2 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 7.
3rd down and about 7.
Who coming in Laurel, Delaware's coach, Superintendent Sean Larimore and coach, the offensive coordinator. Last year moved it to a Saturday. Wants to make it a special event here in the small town of Laurel. Gabe, dance tonight? We have a football game to dance tonight?
Yeah, I guess.
Purdue under pressure. We're going to have a flag. That's coming back. He's going down the sideline. Purdue, one got a beat. And that's going to be a push in the back.
2 flags.
2 flags on the play. Number 32, Smith's helping the referee out. Going to take the flag back to him. I think both penalties are going to be against the Bulldogs. Again, I want to thank Gabe DeGaffenry stepping in on a moment's notice and taking over the camera for us. Just what wrestlers do, right, Gabe? Step up and help people. So march it off as looks like there'll be a hold and a push in the back. We'll take the whole spot foul. That's going to make it a 3rd.
Thursday night, October 26th, there'll be a bonfire.
3rd and 21 for Laurel.
Yeah, you could see IR's a little gassed.
Purdue under center. And he's going to drop back. Look over the middle to Pilot. Pilot's got another catch. Oh, first down.
Wow, that surprised me.
2 catches on the day for Pilot. 1 for a touchdown, that 1 for a first down. And ready to play whistle. So 2:09 and counting the play. And he's going to roll right again. So it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And looking for some yards. He's going to put his head down, push ahead. Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 7.
And did a great job of staying in bounds and keep the clock running.
Kind of lunged at the defender there.
Yeah.
Sophomore quarterback, Dalton Purdue. And it's going to be a number 9, Jameer Townsend coming back on the reverse. Call the counter maybe. It's going to be a loss of 1, 3rd and 8. Clock running down under a minute.
Really, you only have to really run one more play.
Yeah. Third and 7 for the Dogs. There's going to be a toss out to number 5, Hollingsworth. And he's going to be hit by number 24, Turner. Brought down, gain of 2 on the play. Bring up a 4th and 5.
That surprised me. I would have been victory formation.
Yeah, let's see what they're going to do here. He's having his team looks like they're not going to run another play. And then in 10 seconds, Laurel gets the homecoming victory, 17-0 over Indian River. And folks, we'll be right back with our Louis Pizza Player of the Game. So Laurel gets out of here. Homecoming victory, 17-0, and it's time for the Louis Pizza Player of the Game. And our Louis Pizza Player of the Game, number 15, Eric Pilot. Caught a couple passes, one for a touchdown, all over the field on defense. Talk a little bit about Eric Pilot.
You know, on the touchdown pass, he did a great job. Two defenders around him, bobbled it a little bit, was able to take it to the house.
Yeah, broke a tackle and just ran away from the Indian River defenders, and then had another catch for a first down, and played awesome on defense. You know, it's hard to get defensive stats off the bat after the game. But Eric Pilot, your Louis Pizza Player of the Game for the Laurel Bulldogs with the 17-0 victory over Indian River. Next week, you'll be with me both games.
Yes.
Friday night, Caesar Rodney homecoming. They'll host Brandywine. A little bit of hen open, blue hen action. And then Saturday, a big, somewhat of a rivalry with the Sussex Central homecoming. They're hosting the Cape and Lipton Vikings.
We'll see how that works out. Two games both nights. Great.
Absolutely.
Going to be a great atmosphere.
So, folks, that's a wrap from Laurel High School. For Gabe DeGraffenreid, who jumped in and took the camera for, I can't say enough about that kid and giving up social time with his friends to help out somebody in need. Gabe DeGraffenreid, my player of the game. Gabe DeGraffenreid jumping in on the camera. Nick Halliday up in Wilmington. And from Laurel, folks, thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Take care.